going to be adding and subtracting pretty quickly.
Yeah, but the size of the parking lot is highly influenced by what revenue adjustments we might choose to make or recommend to the council or not choose.
I don't
So
think
the
we're
two
there
are
yet.
connected. You
I
can't do the one without the other.
I don't think we're there yet.
When we had this earlier today, we had one discussion. Now we've just come back and added $2.5 million just in public safety to the parking lot. And tomorrow we have a much larger discussion. So do we go down a path, add a bunch of things to the parking lot, and then say, oh, but we can't do that? Or we don't even have a choice on whether we simply trim the parking lot or we have whatever portion of the parking lot we choose and have whatever corresponding revenue enhancements we choose. The two are intertwined.
What we'll be doing tomorrow is what Councilmember Philseth always does, on the one hand and on the other hand. And we need to see it all in one place. We're going to see it all in one place.
The other hand.
Vice Mayor, has the staff completed their response? I heard at least one thing that the Vice Mayor said that I think is unlikely to be prepared tomorrow and was not a majority recommendation, which is the $20 million in certificates of participation. Does staff expect to be able to present that tomorrow morning?
Other than putting
No,
debt on
not via analysis. All right.
Okay.
So I think that's an example of if it were a list of tactics, it could be listed as one tactic, but without quantification.
Yeah,
I
to
also
the
think
extent that
that
you're able to do that and give an estimate, estimates would be satisfactory.
I would also say that the decision about how much of the ARPA funds to use this year and next year will be one of the three things I'm sure that we surface to council, right? Our objective at the end of tomorrow is to have tentative approval, some potential restorations, and some questions. And I think fundamentally that's going to end up being one of the questions is, should we use half of the funds this year and half of the funds next year? So I don't know that it behooves us to continue to fight amongst us. I think it's better to surface that as a question, make our assumptions in that, and move forward on the 17th. Councilmember Philseth, would you like to join us in this conversation? You're on mute.
Wrong button. I'm inclined to concur with the chair on this as to where we're likely to get to on this. I would note that there may or may not be a place for some COP debt and all this. I think we in the council have expressed a reluctance to use debt to finance ongoing operations. And I think we need to be careful of how if we were going to go down that path of doing something like that, we need to be careful that we understand exactly what we're doing. Because if we use debt to pay for capital so that we can reduce the transfer to infrastructure and therefore put more money in the general fund, leave more money in the general fund, which you can spend on operations, that's basically using debt to finance operations. And it's not that the council couldn't decide to do that if we wanted, but we should be clear about what it is we're doing. Thanks.
Okay, does staff have anything else for us? We're 7 minutes over time. All right, see you all at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Chair
Yes.
Cormack, before you end, you need to do oral communications.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Was that on my list?
Yes, it was on the agenda.
Oh, goodness me. You are exactly right. My apologies, and thank you for reminding me. Now we'll move to oral communications, where members of the public may speak to any item not on the agenda, keeping in mind there was an awful lot on our agenda today. Thank you so much, Clerk Minor.
The public that wish to speak to oral communications, raise your hand at this time. Chair Cormack, there are no hands raised.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
we just got one.
Okay.
Valeria, go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
I am speaking now because the item that is going to be talked on, I'm in class during then. But hi, I'm Valeria. I'm a student at Gunn High School. I have been a peer leader for a program called Youth Connectedness Initiative for my entire high school career. This program provides an outlet for youth to have important discussions about mental health and prevent issues in our community. Every month we work on creating projects that raise awareness on various issues, spreading awareness to our community. We lead by youth and we serve the youth in the community. Cutting this program like ours in a community like ours should be not even an option. I hope you all see the impact that we have and the importance of our program and consider continuing our funding. Thank you.
Thank you, Valeria. Chair Cormack, there's no further speakers.
Thank you so much to our public speaker for sticking with us and to the clerk for reminding me about that. And I think we've talked about our future meeting and agenda tomorrow sufficiently. So now we will adjourn and I'll see everybody back here at 9 a.m. tomorrow.